For Dragonair to get through, basically it's going to be using the same strategy, but it's going to have higher stats, and it's going to need to do the same thing of hopefully getting through the Geodude with a decent range on its wraps, but then hopefully we can do enough damage to the Onix after using Leer that it will be a little more consistent. And then Dragonite's going to be more of the same, but Dragonite, of course, will have even higher stats than its two lower evolutions. So if we can do it with Dragonair, then I think we're confident to say that we can do it with Dragonite as well. The other advantage that Dragonair has against the Pokemon before Brock is that it has Thunder Wave, but of course that's not going to help us against Brock, because his Pokemon will resist the move based on their ground typing. So yeah, this is going to be another fairly inconsistent run, to say the least, but Dragonair at least has a chance. I think if we can end up doing just a little more damage with our attacks than we were doing with the Dratini after using our Leers. It looked like even using 6 Leers, we were really still in the range of just doing like 2 damage per hit to the Onix, so not enough to make that consistent in any sort of way. So and the other disadvantage that we kept having there was that Onix would use Bide and we would wrap it while it was in Bide, which isn't great. 5, 6. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Meaning that we would take damage dealt back from its Bide. But there we go. Dragonair is through Viridian Forest. Easy peasy. But now we have to start the grind, which is against Brock. We've leveled up. We've got slightly better stats, but let's see if we can do anything to make this more consistent. So we're going to start off with the same strategy that we were using with Dratini here, which is we want to get through Geodude with at least 10 wraps remaining. Okay, here we're getting through with 9, but now we want to use Leer 6 times ideally. It still looks like we're in the range of only doing like 1 or 2 damage to Onix, which is really not what we want to see. So let's try now a Leer-based strat on Geodude. Clearly 2 Leers is not enough to really make any big difference in the amount of damage we're doing to it. So probably 3 Leers is the minimum to get any sort of advantage there. And now, so let's go for 3 Leers. Okay, and we just couldn't land any attacks after that. 3. Still doesn't look like we're getting any real advantage. 4 Leers. Yeah, I mean, Wrap is just such a weak move that it's like maybe we're getting to do 2 damage at that point per attack as opposed to 1 damage per attack, but that doesn't really do a whole lot for us. So probably the best move is just to start off with Wrap, and try to hit as many times as possible. So we're through with 9 wraps remaining here. Okay. And we've used all of our leers on Onyx, so it's really just a matter of, okay, can we get through? That one didn't quite work out, but it did look like we were getting a little bit closer there, so let's see if we can get a really good run. Okay, this is decent. We're through with 9 wraps remaining. Okay, we don't like that bind from Onyx. Okay, but now we can see that we've gotten through to Onyx. We've gotten all of our leers off. And there we were just about to run out of wraps as we came to that part of the fight. So here, let's see. We've just used 1 leer on Geodude to see if that will improve our damage range just a little bit. Gets us through to Onyx with 9 wraps remaining. Okay, and now we have to try to get our hits off, which we just couldn't get any hits off there. Like, this Geodude has 29 HP. So when I say that we're trying to get through with 10 wraps remaining, it basically means we need to average 3 hits per wrap in order to get through there. Okay, and that's all of our leers off, but we just couldn't do any damage at that point. So if we use a single leer, does that improve things at all? Right, we just need, on average, our wrap to do 3 damage per hit. Okay, and we're through with 11 wraps this time. 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we've gotten Onyx caught in our wrap. And now I think we just want to try to wrap it down. Got 2 wraps, and there we go. Okay, so we have gotten through Brock with the Dragonair by using wrap, basically. And it took a little bit of luck, a little bit of doing. We ended up with only 1 wrap remaining, but it's just about getting the ranges there. So it looks like 1 leer against the Geodude does help by lowering its defense just enough that maybe we're doing 2 damage per hit as opposed to 1 damage per hit. And then against the Onyx, getting our 6 leers off and then just wrapping it until we can take it down.
Your black market love me. She checked her halo at the barroom door. As the night bleeds, masquerades, ya no puedo resistir tu amor. I know the evil games that you're playing. The way your eyes flow just like a flame. It'd be a sin just to red moonlight.